So if you're a creator or a business on Instagram, you've felt it, right? That feeling in your gut that the game has totally changed. The rules have been rewritten, the algorithm feels like a black box, and that playbook that worked 2 years ago, yeah, you can go ahead and toss that in the trash. Today, we are cutting through all that noise to give you the new, definitive strategy to actually win on the platform.
I mean, does this sound familiar? You're putting out what you think is amazing content. You're trying to engage, but that follower number just will not budge. It's frustrating. You see other accounts blowing up overnight, and you're just sitting there thinking, what am I doing wrong? What do they know that I don't? Well, here's the good news. It's not some big secret. It's a strategy, and it all starts when you realize one thing. Instagram today is a completely different beast than the app you first signed up for.
Okay, let's just break this down. The old Instagram was basically a photo album. It was all about pretty pictures, nice little carousels, and, jamming 30 hashtags into the first comment, hoping for the best. The new Instagram, whoa. It's a video-first discovery machine, it's a search engine, it's a storefront, and it's a tool for building your credibility, all rolled into one. So if you're still playing by those old rules, you're not just a little behind, you're playing a totally different sport.
So, to make sense of this new world, we're going to look at it as a simple three-stage growth funnel. We'll start at the top with mastering discovery. Then we'll hit the middle with building authority. After that, we dive into the bottom, driving revenue. And at the end, we'll wrap it all up into one integrated strategy. Sound good? Let's jump in.
All right, stage one is all about getting seen. It's about getting your stuff in front of people who have no idea who you are, yet. And on the new Instagram, there is one tool that is absolute king for discovery. Honestly, if you're not using it, you might as well be invisible.
Let's just be real for a second. Instagram is running scared of TikTok. To compete, they are pushing video content like their life depends on it, because it kind of does. That's what keeps people on the app. And what that means for you is that short-form video, specifically Reels, isn't just a part of the strategy anymore. It is the strategy for growth. It is the new currency of attention, period.
And look, here's the proof. On average, Reels get 120% more reach than photos. Just think about that. You can put the same amount of effort into a post, but just by making it a reel instead of a photo, you can more than double your audience. This is exactly why some of the top creators out there are saying something pretty radical. Just stop posting photos. Just make reels all day, every day.
So what's the magic formula for a viral reel? Well, it's actually more of a science. First up, the hook. You have, and I'm not kidding, less than 2 seconds to stop someone from scrolling. You need a bold question or a crazy statement. Next, quick edits. They keep our brains engaged. Then, you got to tell a story. Package your info with some emotion. And this is huge. Provide value. Ask yourself, is this teaching something, inspiring someone, or just making them laugh? And finally, if you're going to jump on a trend, don't just copy it. Add your own unique twist. That's what really wins. All right, let's do some rapid-fire pro tips. Ready? First, captions. They are not optional. A mind-blowing 85% of people watch videos with the sound off. So if you don't have captions, you're losing almost everyone. Second, use Instagram's own editing tools, like green screen and dual camera. The algorithm loves it when you create content inside the app. Third, think like Google. SEO is a thing on Instagram now. What words would someone search to find you? Put them in your bio, put them in your captions. Finally, be consistent. Aim for 1 or 2 reels a day and check your analytics to post when your people are actually online.
Okay, so while Reels are for getting discovered by strangers, Stories are for connecting with the audience you've already earned. And that audience? It's gigantic. 500 million people watch Stories every single day. This isn't some side feature, you guys. It's a main channel for connection and even for growth.
Now, you can absolutely use Stories to grow. Team up with another creator for a story takeover and get in front of all their followers. Run a giveaway where people have to follow you to enter. Boom! Your audience is now your marketing department. Use those interactive stickers like polls and quizzes to get engagement up. And please, curate your best stories into highlights on your profile. Think of them as the trailer for your brand. And just try to stay top of mind by posting consistently. Okay, so you did it, you mastered discovery, people are finding you. That's awesome. But all the eyeballs in the world don't mean a thing if they don't trust you. And that brings us to the super important middle of the funnel, building authority. This is how you turn a quick glance into real, rock-solid credibility. And it usually starts with that little blue symbol everyone wants.
The blue check mark. The holy grail of Instagram, right? But it's so much more than just a status symbol. It does 3 really important things. It stops other people from impersonating you, which is huge for brands. It gives you instant credibility, like our brains are just wired to trust it. And it actually bumps you up higher in search results. But remember, and I can't say this enough, you cannot buy it. Anyone who says they can get you one for a fee is a scammer. It has to be earned.
Now, Instagram actually tells you what you need to do to get verified. There are 4 requirements. The first 3, they're basically a checklist, super straightforward. But that last one, notable, that's the one. That's the gatekeeper. It's intentionally fuzzy, and it's where pretty much everyone gets stuck.
So, requirement 1, authentic. This is simple. You just have to prove you are who you say you are. So that means you'll need to upload a driver's license or a passport if you're a person, or your official business registration docs if you're a company. Easy enough.
Number 2, unique. Again, pretty simple. You only get one verified account per person or business. The only real exception is if you have accounts in different languages. This also means those giant meme accounts or fan pages that just repost other people's stuff, yeah, they're not getting verified. It has to be your original content, your original brand.
And third, complete. Your account has to be public. That's a no-brainer. You need a bio, a profile pic, and you have to be an active user. Now, they don't say exactly what active means, but a good rule of thumb is you're posting and engaging at least once a week. So, these first 3, they're just the ticket to get in the door.
And here we go. The big one. The one that matters. Notable. Instagram's official line is you have to be well-known, highly searched for. So, how in the world do you do that if you're not already famous? Well, here's the secret. The work isn't done on Instagram. It's done out there in the real world of traditional media.
And this quote just perfectly explains the opportunity here. To get media coverage, you have to get inside the heads of journalists. News outlets run on money from page views. To get page views, they need a never-ending fire hose of new content. Their writers are always hungry for new stories. And when it's a slow news day, they are starving. And that is your opening.
So you become notable by climbing what's called the media food chain. You don't start by sending an email to CNN. No way. You start at the very bottom. You pitch small, local blogs in your tiny neighborhood newspaper. Once they write about you, writers at the bigger, city-level papers who are looking for stories find that article. And then writers at the national level find their stories. You just trade up the chain, letting each level do the heavy lifting for you.
So here's your action plan. First, find your unique story. It's not, I sell handmade candles. It's, I left my corporate job to start a candle company that employs single mothers in my community. See the difference? Give them a story they actually want to write. Then, start pitching the smallest publications you can find and be consistent. And this is so important. When you apply for verification, you can't use articles that you paid for. They have to be real, earned media mentions.
Phew, okay. You've built your audience, you've established your authority, now it's time for the best part, getting paid. This is the bottom of the funnel, where we turn that trust you've built into actual customers. And luckily, Instagram has built a whole suite of tools to help you do just that.
But first, let's just take a second to realize how big this opportunity is. There are over 1 billion active users on Instagram. And get this, about half of them use the app to shop every single week. A crazy 81% use it to research products before they buy. Your customers are already there, wallets out, ready to go. Now, the secret to converting these people is to make it as easy as possible. You have to remove all the friction. You want someone to be able to go from, ooh, I like that, to I just bought that in as few clicks as possible. And that's exactly what Instagram shopping does. It turns your entire profile into a storefront where people can discover and buy your products, sometimes without ever leaving the app. Less friction always equals more sales.
And setting this whole thing up is just a one-time process, and it's really not as scary as it sounds. First, you need a business or creator account. Second, you connect that to a product catalog using Meta's Commerce Manager. The absolute easiest way is to just link your Shopify store, and it'll sync everything automatically. Last, you just submit your account for review, and you usually hear back in a day or 2.
Once you're approved, you unlock this entire suite of shopping tools. Shoppable posts let you tag your product right there in a feed photo. Product stickers are perfect for driving impulse buys from a story. The Shop tab basically turns your profile into a full-on digital mall. You can create collections, kind of like categories in a store. And you can even go live, demo your products in real time, answer questions, and sell right on the spot.
Okay, so to really kick your sales into high gear, you have to make shopping part of everything. Tag your products everywhere you can. Run shoppable ads that take people straight to checkout, partner with other creators and have them tag your products for their audience, and this is a big one.
Feature user-generated content, photos and videos from your real customers. Seeing someone who looks like them using your product is the best kind of marketing there is. And remember to use video. People are way more likely to buy after seeing a product in action.
So, let's zoom out and bring this all home. We've walked through discovery, authority, and revenue. But here's the thing. These aren't just separate tactics you can pick and choose from. They are 3 parts of a single powerful system. Each stage feeds directly into the next, creating this amazing, self-sustaining cycle of growth.
And here it is, the entire playbook, all on one slide. At the top of the funnel, you're using Reels and Stories to get in front of brand new people. In the middle, you're using PR and verification to build rock-solid trust. And at the bottom, you're using Instagram shopping to turn all that trust and attention into actual revenue. It's a complete system to turn your profile from just a page into a powerful growth engine.
So really, the big takeaway here is this. Stop thinking about your Instagram as just a social media profile. It's not. It's a media channel. It's a search engine. And it's a storefront. You now have the playbook to control the entire journey, from a total stranger to a loyal customer. So the only question left is, what story are you going to tell? Thanks for joining us.